Hello, everybody, and welcome to Unknown Intuitive. Today, I'm gonna be doing a read. I'm gonna pick my tarot deck that I rarely ever use. I like this deck just because it's pretty, so I don't really use it. Whenever I use tarot, I usually use my original Rider deck. I like that deck because I like the pictures. I like how it's so much detail in those pictures, and for whatever reason, sometimes when I look at the pictures, I find something new or see something different that I didn't see before. So I just like that deck. And then I just wore it out to where I could use them perfectly. But today we're going to use my other tarot deck. I mean, these have pictures as well. It's just they're a little vague, right? So I'm going to just see. Let's just see what's on the menu for today, if you will. First card that came out is the Eight of Cups, okay? So with the Eight of Cups, I'm thinking that you have a new direction, all right? You might be going in a new direction. You might be withdrawing from something. But either way, whatever you're doing it out of logic. Being that this is a number 8, you're doing it out of logic, right? I think you sense it as a path of progression, okay? Whatever your movements are that you're making, you're doing it because you feel like you need to. You might be craving something different, okay? You might be craving something different. Let's see. What else is coming out? Next card that came out is the Justice card. Yeah. So you might be seeking some type of truth, or some truth might be making its way to you. That's why you find yourself detaching from whatever this is, this walk away that you got right here. You're seeking justice. You're seeking truth. You know, truth is coming. Next card that came out with that is the Knight of Wands, in the reverse. With the Knight of Wands in the reverse, with the Knight of Wands in the reverse, okay, you're moving fast, and you're doing it for a reason. You have justice. Something of truth is going to come to you. But I think that it might come slowly. It might not come at the pace that you want or require or desire. You could be young, right? Even though Wands is a fast-moving card, with it being in reverse, I just say that it might be slow, right? Whatever's going on, you're going to have to work towards it, which you are. You're already in the working part of it, right? Because you have the Eight of Cups, all right? So you've already gotten to progression, or seeing progression, or realizing logic, okay? Whew. Next card that flipped out was the Five of Wands in the upright. You're just seeking change, okay? There was some type of challenge, or perhaps this justice comes with a challenge, right? Because with the Knight of Wands, with the Wands is a card, when it comes to like yes or no, it's like a card where it is a yes card, Wands, because you're like the magician, right? But also it's a card where you have to work hard. So with the Five of Wands coming out after that, whatever you're working to, there's going to be some challenges and there's going to be some conflict. So I need you to stay very strong in whatever it is that you're doing, okay? Next card that came out with that is the Eight of Swords in the upright. You're going to need structure, all right? This is another 8 card. We had an 8 of Cups, and now we had an 8 of Wands. I mean, the 8 of Swords. So, again, this is like a structure, right? A logic. You're going to have to use logic during these challenges, during this battle. You might even feel stuck with the 5 of Wands, feel some type of strife or something coming on. But with the 8 of Swords, it's just reminding you to remember progression, right? Remember logic. And don't allow this restricted energy that you may feel to hover over you and cover you. Okay? Let's see what else comes out. That might be the message in itself. Let's see. Okay. And I seen this card before in my deck while I was shuffling. It stood out to me, and here it is. It's the 7 of Cups, but it's in the reverse now, okay? Don't lose your passion, okay? Don't lose your passion, and do not become decisive. I mean, you're not running around, you're not undecided. You know exactly what you want. You know you have choices. Pick wisely, right? Remember your passion. I need you to remember your passion. Okay? Bottom of the deck is the 10 of Cups. There's a completion coming. Alright? This is the energy. This cycle is going to end. Okay? You will be happy. Okay? Let's see if anything else has to come out. Okay, hold on. What came out is the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. You might be wishing that you had some type of financial assistance. You could be wishing you had some type of support. Right? Remember to continue to go with the flow. 6 is a harmony card. Continue to go with the flow of things. Support is on its way. Don't worry about the lack of funds. Okay? Most of the time, it's not even the funds that we need. It's the dedication that really carries the job through. Okay? It's the dedication, the understanding of whatever it is that... Okay. 2 cards popped out when I was about to start shuffling. First card that popped out is the 10 of Swords in the upright. See? As long as you stay in that flow of things, just knowing what you want, this ending is coming. Okay? This ending is coming. With it being the 10, right? It's coming because you have the experience. And you're going to win. The card that came out of that was the Chariot in reverse. You know who your ops are. Okay? You know who your ops are. You know who's stopping you or trying to block your success. This is also, the Chariot is also a moving card. So remember the first card was the 8 of, what was it? 8 of Cups. And remember, that's a movement card. That's a moving forward, progression. Whatever this is, there's energy that's trying to make you think that there will not be any movement with this Chariot in reverse. They're trying to make you remember all the things that you fear, right? And they want you to remember that because you have this ending coming. This 10 of Swords, this ending is coming. The death to whatever this is that is non-conducive to your life right now. It's coming. Let's see what comes up next. The Lovers in the upright. Okay. So there is a relationship coming. It looks like love. Let's see. At the bottom of the deck is the Two of Cups. Duality, partnership. The Two of Cups is in reverse though. That makes it a little bit more confusing, but let's just shuffle and see. Love is coming. Maybe it's a form of self-love that you need with the Lovers. The Lovers doesn't always have to be in a relationship. It is a relationship card, but with the Two of Cups being in reverse at the bottom of the deck, maybe it's not about love. It's about you loving yourself, you believing in yourself, you pushing yourself, right? It's a self-love. It could be self-love. Usually people read it as self-love when it's in reverse, but we're going to read it for self-love today, okay? The next card that came out was the Fool card in the upright. Yeah. You gotta trust yourself. You have to trust yourself. There's a new beginning coming. Continue to not hold back. Trust yourself. There is a new beginning coming. Absolutely. The Seven of Wands in the reverse. It's going to be clear sailing. There's not going to be any more obstacles. You're not going to be competing with anybody, right? It's just going to be faith, right? Pure faith. I'm going to leave it right there, y'all. I think that's a pretty good message. I want y'all to remember that. Remember, if it does not resonate with you, do not try to make it fit. Only take what makes you go, okay? Please, only take what makes you go home. Do not try to make it fit. All right? Yours truly, Unknown Intuitive.